All right, so got back from the garage. I got some tools and stuff, and right back there you see the race header. Got it cooling off right here, so I'm gonna leave it set for a little bit and let it cool down, because it's still a little bit warm. And then I got some new spring bolts too for it. So I'll show you what I got from O'Reilly's, because we got a JC Motive Garage account. So we'll go up there. I go up there and get all my parts and stuff. So I got a battery for the Jeep, got that fixed, and I got some JB Weld for the exhaust in the back, because they keep blowing out gaskets. So we're gonna put this on there, see if this works. The exhaust putty doesn't work. It works for about a week and then it stops working. So we're gonna do a review on that also. And I also got some spring bolts right here for the end of the header. So, because the other header is a factory one, and this was the aftermarket race header. So we're gonna jack this up and we're gonna get this out of here. We're gonna put the other one back in and bolt it all up, get the bolts all set right, get them torqued. We're gonna put the new spring bolts right down here. You can see there's one right there and there's one on the other side. So these ones are for this one. So I got the brand new one, so it's seat really good. And then we'll do the check engine light, and then we'll clear it, and we'll see if it still comes up as a knock sensor. So I'll be back in a few hours, and we'll get this out of here. All right, so the car's been cooling down for a while. Got a 14 millimeter, so we're gonna get these bolts out of here, and then we'll get these loose. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one down here, and there's one there, and there's one over there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 bolts. So I'm gonna get these 5 bolts out of here, and then I'll be right back once I do that. All right, so I got both the bolts out right there, 2 nuts, and the bolts right there. So I got them all out here. You can see right there, they're all out. So there's 2 nuts right there, and right there 2 studs with the 2 nuts, and then there's a bolt there. One down there and there's one there. So I got them all out. So now I need to go down and get those ones down there, the spring bolts, loose. I'm about to go do that now and get that out. So I got a 9/16 right here. I'm gonna crawl underneath here real quick, and I'll show you what give me a second here. Let me get underneath here and I can show you what needs to come loose. So right there, you can see there's one right there, one right there, and there's one right there. So I need to get those loose. That one, and then there's a bracket right there that bolt comes out, and then on the other side. So I'll show you once I get this out. There's a 12 millimeter or half-inch 12 millimeter bracket that goes up here, and it goes into 2 bolts, and that's your bracket that holds your header on. So about to get this one loose and this one loose, and then I'll be right back when I get that done. We'll get this out of here and get the other one. And just like that, she's out of there. So this is the race header that was on here. So I'll show you real quick. I got it out. It's gone. It's off of there. So I got a new gasket. So I'm gonna throw a new gasket on there and bolting the other one up. See the bracket I was talking about? So these 2 bolts right here and there go on the header, and then you got your spring bolt here, spring bolt there. I need to clean this up because I couldn't find the right gasket when I first did it, so I need to clean this up real good, get that all cleaned up. But yeah, I couldn't find the right gasket when I first put it on here, so we'll get that on there like that, and get the other one installed. So let's go get it. All right, and then here's the other one. So that's the factory one, and this is the aftermarket one. So I don't know why it's still on a check engine light for a knock sensor, but it is, and I had to try to find the right gasket to fit it. You can tell that it's not the right one, and I actually had to get one that fit, and I had to press it on there. So that might be why. I don't know. I'm done with that thing. It's thrown in the garbage. It was only like 50 bucks on Amazon. So that's what you get for paying 50 bucks for a header off of Amazon, and then here's the factory one. So we'll get this one installed and get it on there, and then bolt it up, and then we'll test the check engine light, see if it fixes it. So let's do it. All right, so I got the header on. I got all the bolts there, got all the bolts on there, the 2 bolts, all the bolts together. Got the 2 ones down there and both the spring bolts, and so we're good. So we're gonna get ready, we're gonna start it up, and then we're gonna clear the check engine light and see if it comes back on. So let's go grab the scanner and do that. Let's do it. All right, so we're doing the auto link here. We're gonna scan this and see why the check engine light's on. I'm gonna clear it, and then I'm gonna drive it around and see if the check engine light comes back on. If not, then we're good, and we can okay, there you go. 1 knock sensor, no signal, right knock sensor circuit malfunction, bank 1. Severity 2 of 3. 2 of 3 repair. This is why I like this thing, because it says right here, it says immediate, repair immediately if drivability issues are present. Threat to essential system component if not repaired as soon as possible. I like that. That's nice. So we'll go right here and we'll click on erase right here, and erasing all codes, yes. Erasing all codes, 1 minute. Erasing DTCS, and we're good. Erase was successful. So hitting the key, so we'll scan it again. So it's gonna scan this again, see what it and then we'll check the check engine light and see if it's off. So right there, no powertrain, no nothing, so we're good. So up, you can see there's no check engine light, back light, so we're good. Spread this up a little bit and see. Drive, see if this check engine light comes back on, and be right back. All right, so I drove the car for about 10 minutes and the check engine light came back on. So it was a knock sensor. So this is a knock sensor. I finally got it out, and it's underneath the intake, but you can go onto the bottom, and I had to use like 6 or 7 half-inch extensions with a breaker bar with a swivel to get this out. So 27 millimeter. You take off the little thing right here, push down the little cab and pull it off, and then you can put the 27 millimeter deep wall socket on it and you can get it out. So there it is. I ordered it. It'll be in here tomorrow morning, 7:30. So tomorrow morning I will finish this video and we will see if this fixes it. But I want to go ahead and start the car without the knock sensor in there, and I want to clear the code and see if it actually fixes it. So let's do it. Alright, so Emmeline cleared the code on the RSX, and we don't have a check engine light right there, so it's off. Car's running. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna go pick up the knock sensor. So yeah, so Emmeline cleared the code.
Hi guys.
So Emmeline cleared the code on the RSX, and what is that?
A knock sensor.
That's the knock sensor. Good job. So we cleared the code and it's not on right now, so the car's running, so that's a good sign. So probably just faulty, because if it just came on right away, so it would have been coming on, you know, when I first started the car, and So that means that you're not supposed to get power to it unless it trips. And when it trips knock, that's when it gives power to it, and that's what trips your check engine light. So we're good so far. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna pick up the knock sensor, 7:30. We will install it, and then we will continue with this video, and hopefully we'll be good to go, and we can take the car to get inspected. So let's see you tomorrow morning. It's the next day, and O'Reilly's ordered me a map sensor for this car, and I wanted a knock sensor, so it was actually the wrong part, but they actually had one in stock, so which was good. So there it is. There's the knock sensor. So yeah, this is the number right there if you ever want to order one. 05 Acura RSX. So let's get ready to install this and do the check engine light and see if it fixes it. So let's do it. All right, so we got the knock sensor installed. So we're gonna get ready and hook the scanner up real quick, and we're gonna scan the car, clear the code. We'll see what we have. So auto link in progress. So we're doing good with that. Something in my, okay, sorry about that. Auto link in progress, so it's linking, and there we go. So 100% right there. P0325 knock sensor. So press any key. So we're going to erase it. Erase button. Yes. One moment, please. And we're good. Erase was successful. So shouldn't be on now. Powertrain, no frame data is presently stored in the vehicle's computer, so we're good. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So, and here's the old one right here. That's the old knock sensor, and I just put the new one on. So I'll put a link in the description below on what number it was, what part number. It was $53 total for this. Go drive this car, see if this comes back on. If we're good, we're going to take it up and get the inspection done and be done with this. My Jeep started this morning, so my Jeep's good, my Jeep's fixed. So I'll leave this running for a minute, leave it warm up, and I'll be back once I go for a ride and let you know what's up. So I got the RSX fixed. Got the airbag light cleared, got the race header off, got the other one put on, the factory one put on, got it all good, got the spring bolts put in, put a new knock sensor in it, so we're good for inspection. They can't get me until Friday, which is good. It's okay because they got me in for an appointment, so I won't get a late fee on that, so we're good on that. So if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. You can subscribe, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JC Motive Garage, and stay tuned for more videos on the Jeep and the RSX and the Integra, and we'll see you next time on JC Motive Garage. Thanks for watching.